is the Glass Cannon Network.
Hello there, and welcome back to Voyagers of the Jump. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, I'm sure this will probably be very confusing. So you go back in the beginning and watch the whole thing straight through. That'll be much clearer. But regardless, welcome.
Welcome to Twin Peaks episode 8.
Twin Peaks episode 8.
If you're a little confused, well, just go back to the beginning, please.
Just catch up. We welcome everybody, even if you don't know what the hell is going on. And if you don't know what the hell is going on, we are playing the Traveler RPG, the famed sci-fi adventure RPG in which you can die in character creation and also other times too. I can't remember if we talked about this in our character creation episode, but have any of you died in Seth Skid? Have you ever died in Traveler when you're making a character?
Oh yeah. In the old days, all the time.
I started with Mongoose second, so no.
Yeah, Seth, you're relatively new to the game. Despite, I was so surprised.
This is my first game, like not this session, but this is like as a player. This is actually the first time I got to play.
Yeah,
you GM'd, right? Or you refereed?
Yeah. I've done every other role except for the part that everybody wants to do.
Right. Oh no. But it's so funny. I always assumed that Seth had played, since the olden days, like as I had.
It's because I'm old.
So, right. So
just say, getting a little close there, Skid.
I know. It's like I'm older than all of you.
I assumed it was your Stone Ages play.
Yeah, I know. It was because like Traveler is like one of the oldest games. It's one of the oldest RPGs out there. And there's a great on YouTube. I tweeted it out probably several weeks ago at this point, but I tweeted out, there was somebody did an interview with Mark Miller, who created the original game. And it's fascinating. If you're interested in, we're just talking about RPG history and stuff, it was great. But yeah, that was one of the things that set it apart, like in the very early days, especially, was how like they have this life path sort of character generation thing that this sort of pioneered, and you could die, and you did all the time. And we would just make characters as kids and just like watch them like fall like flies. It was awesome.
It just had their 45th anniversary for Traveler.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
5?
It came out the same year that Star Wars did.
Oh yeah,
before
like 2
Star
months. Wars. Or it was like right when Star Wars Media hit, all of a sudden Traveler lands.
I know. And he talks about the interview. It's just like, yeah, I was pretty lucky. We kind of looked out at that because, like we said, we didn't know they were making a movie called Star Wars. We didn't know there was a big sci-fi movie coming out. We had no idea. We just saw it. We saw the newspaper one day. It's like, oh, that's awesome. So yeah, it worked out.
You know what I think this game made the best case for? Like when I first read about this game and you guys first kind of told me about it, I was sort of like, I don't want my character to die in creation. I was like, no, wait a minute, why would I do that? But the best case they made for everything that happens or can happen to you in character creation is when they're like, as a human person, you don't know what's going to happen to you. So all these roles, it's sort of just like as if it was life. And I was like, okay, that now it makes sense. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I was like, that's kind of like hardcore.
No, it is. But it's like, yeah, go ahead, Seth.
I was going to say, I always describe it as in other games, D&D or whatever, you start at the end. Like, I am a wizard. And then you kind of come up with your backstory of how you became a wizard. With Traveler, it's like, when you're 18, what do you want to be when you grow up? Let's see if you do.
Yeah.
And everybody said I wanted to be a marine biologist, and we ended up, just in meter maids. But that's
well, it didn't work out, but okay.
I wanted to be a marine biologist. I ended up a marine.
Oh,
singing the dolphin fight song.
Right.
I do. I love, and I always say this about rolling up characters for game systems that have tables for everything. Like one of the funnest games that I played on the network when we were playing New Game Who Dis was Merkburg, which had a similar, like had a table for everything. It had so many events tables and injury tables and like all these things. So it feels still very game-like, even though it's rough, because you're like, great, okay, not really what I wanted. Like I'm in prison, but you get to roll on the life event table and on the injury table. And it's still like the chance of something good happening is still there. And you're like, I could really come out of this, different. But I love it. I love kind of not having the control and leaving it up to the dice and not having to come up with the backstory, like you said, Seth, of like, I'm a wizard and where did this? It does it for you in a way, which is really fun. Yeah.
You kind of fill in the blanks as you go in a fun way. And it's also, you get certain, if you want to stay in character creation longer, you get benefits for it, but there's that risk. It's like you can get hurt or something bad can happen, or like it's basically optional now, like in Mongoose 2nd edition, if you're dying, like in character creation, but you can also die if you choose to enable that. So yeah, it's really cool. It's cool.
Do you now having spent, so I think most all of you were pretty thwarted in your dreams, like of what you wanted to do in character creation. So like now having spent 6 episodes as those characters, like how are you feeling? How are you feeling about where your life ended up and where it took you and how that has set you up for this particular mission?
It hit a little close to home, I have to say. Watching my character's dreams get thwarted in life the way mine did. But then it kind of worked out the way my life also did. So yeah.
I really liked mine because it went so sideways. Of like,
go to jail.
like you graduate college or the military academy. You're off. You're an officer now, and prison. And I got skills in shanking people and early high streetwise, and all of my dreams of being a mechanic I had to do was to pick up skills like what I was studying while I was in school, in prison, and having to shank people. So but it's also kind of cool, like go through, this is how my character feels about that and all of that, versus if I had just come up with a rogue character on my own, I'd have to come up with this whole story. And I wouldn't come up with anything as weird as this just did. So I liked it. I'm happy with this guy.
Yeah.
So
I am.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm just always talking. Tell me to shut up.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear the sound of my voice. No, you go.
Okay, I do. I love character creation just in general. When I'm creating a character for any RPG, I'm like, ooh, and then what happened to her? Like I always have these big, huge backstories. So going into games like this, I do have a little bit of trepidation because you have to rely on so much of, thinking on the fly, like, oh, wow, she lost a leg. Okay. And just go from there. I guess this is what's going to happen here. She's bionic or whatever. She has a wheelchair, like whatever's going to happen to her. This character, I came in just thinking to myself, I wanted her to be related somehow to the character that I didn't get to play in the first round that you guys did through. So I knew I wanted her to have like a relation to her. I also wanted her to be a little, I don't want to say dumb, because I thought I was going to play a game. I thought you 3 had already played a lot before. I didn't know that Seth never played before in the game. So I was like, they already know. So I'm going to make my character more of like the one who is learning more. So that's why I sort of stopped leveling or whatever. I stopped educating her as she went along so that it would appear in gameplay that she's learning more as she goes along. So right now, I feel like that's what's happening, but I do at times feel like a true dumbass, but that works. You guys are laughing too hard.
No. Try running it. I feel like a dumbass every time we play.
No, but I mean, what you said is interesting though, because you're like, I like stopped my character from going to college or like advancing their career, but yet you had such an interesting backstory of like, they started this like civilization, like just totally went in a different direction, which gives you so much like people skill. Whereas for Artemis, like she is really smart, which I didn't plan on. Like, that's the part I didn't plan on. I was like, she's just going to fuck off. But then she was doing so well in school. And I was like, oh, I didn't even plan for her to go to college. So I almost feel like she like fights her nature now that I'm playing her, where she wants to be this like, I'm tough. Like, yeah, I lived on the streets. Like, yeah, I was a drifter. I've got no home. But then she's like, well, actually, like pushes up the glasses. And I'm like, she's a nerd. Like, she's a nerd who never wanted to be a nerd. So it's like, I don't know. You fight the character sometimes, but the truth is like, yeah, your character like did stop going and getting educated, but had such a different approach to their life, which is so cool.
Yeah. It's hard to have an endpoint in mind for your character in this system. It's an entirely different way of thinking about a character than we normally do. So it's hard. It was like, it's hard for me to just like let go and just like let the dice and the tables tell the story. You know, you can have a starting point in mind, but like you just kind of have to like follow the life ways of this person, like as they grow and see what you end up with.
Yeah, you end up almost like yes-anding the table.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have your offerings to the dice gods weekly.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad. I love all your characters, and I didn't want to seem too. I was experiencing too much joy whenever you guys had some sort of left turn in your creation, but it ended up being so great for the adventure that I had planned. And so it's been a lot of fun. Well, I mean, also that doesn't say I don't want to kill you or anything, but like, I mean, I'm going to try just to keep it fun for me and for you. Sure. But yeah. Oh, well, let's get into it because I think we're about to hit an interesting moment here. So last week on board the Ellison, Philo found the astrogator and second officer, Lieutenant Commander Wilkes, and kind of drank him under the table a little bit. And Wilkes, in his cups, revealed both the source of his resentment with Captain Yang and the fact that he had discovered the presence of some kind of illicit substance on board the ship and airlocked it. But he believes that crewman Hempt may have been under the influence when she caused the accident that killed the former Captain Montgomery. And meanwhile, Lieutenant Damon discovered that the damage from the accident was far more extensive than originally believed. And so Puffer and Artemis came in and did their own evaluation, and they came to the conclusion that the fastest way to get the ship operational, actually Philo had the original idea, but then, because he was also still drunk. The fastest way to get the ship operational again would be to do a full system shutdown, basically turn off every system on board the ship, even life support, and replace all of the power plant connections at once. And the captain and engineer herself, agreed and endorsed the plan. And so Damon shut down the ship and just effectively leaving it dead in the water being space. And however, as these four got back suited up, they were confronted by two crew members, Drax and Collis, who suspected them of being on board to investigate them and their black market operation. And things escalated, and thanks to Philo's stunning rendition of the Dolphin U fight song and Gigi's zero combat skills, they quickly knocked out Drax and Collis and scared off their accomplices. So the repairs began, and Puffer and Gigi organized everything in engineering while Philo stood a watch, and Artemis is on the bridge. And about 6 hours into the 8-hour repair, Philo spotted something out in the stars off the starboard bow. A mercenary cruiser on an intercept course. So, Philo, this cruiser is flying toward you, but the Ellison is dead in the water. So, what do you do?
So, I'm sober now. It's been several hours. My head is throbbing though. And so it's just, he's looking at this like through his space binoculars. And he immediately keys his comm unit, and he's just like, alert, combat ship approaching our perimeter. Mercenary cruiser class, whatever, he
Type
probably
C.
knows.
C.
Type C, mercenary cruiser class, Type C.
The captain is like, red alert, repair crews, continue with your work. Everyone else, all hands to battle stations. Okay, so Puffer Gigi, I imagine you're going to kind of stay there and just kind of like double your efforts and be like, come on, everybody, let's go. Artemis, you were standing a watch, but do you go back to the bridge now that once you get the alert?
I guess, but also like, I think she asked the captain like immediately. She's like, Captain, we can't go to our battle state. We have no power. What is the plan?
Okay, that's a great question.
It is a really good question.
What can you do?
I mean, immediately, Artemis's first thought is that our ship has power.
Your ship has power. However, would have to open the airlock to get to your ship.
We can't open the fucking airlock. Artemis punches the wall. Thinking about this, she's talking to the captain, having a completely separate thought, and just punches the wall, and then turns back and goes, Captain?
Yes?
The battle stations?
Yes. And the captain gets on the comms with you guys in engineering. You Puffer, you Gigi, and Lieutenant Damon. Like, what kind of power can you give me? Can you get anything back online? Roll. Can you guys give me a mechanics roll?
Yeah.
Or engineer maneuver drive if you have that. M drive.
Okay. 9.
Oh, shit. 13.
Oh, wow. Wow. MacGyver.
Okay.
MacGyver over here.
Puffer, was that an engineering or was that
It was engineering.
engineering? Okay. You feel confident that you could patch a few things together and jumpstart the power plant, but you only have enough power to get power to 2 systems at a time. So, okay, a word. So we might get into the realm of starship combat and space combat. Traveler has a system for that. It's great.
And there's a table.
And there's some tables. It's great.
And we love Starship Combat here on the Glass Cannon Network.
Yes. I love it. For those who listened or watched Androids and Aliens, you might remember that Starfinder also had a Starship Combat system. Also very good at what it did. Does not make for very thrilling radio. So we're going to play. I have a slightly abbreviated and condensed, streamlined version of what we're going to do here. So just to not get bogged down in total details, I apologize to the diehards. I apologize, but I promise hopefully it'll make the story a little more smooth. Okay. So what we're going to need is to jumpstart the drive, we're going to need 2 engineering checks. And Puffer and or Gigi, you're welcome to do the 2. Lieutenant Damon can also do one if you want to kind of tag team and do them in the same round. Okay. Once that happens, you're going to need to reboot the ship's computer systems in order to power up any additional systems. So that's going to take some time. So basically, you need 6 successful checks. However, you can multiple people can try in the same round. So any of the 4 of you, if you're not doing another check, can do it. You also have the officers will also assist you. So there's going to be a couple officers that will help. And you just have to get to 6 checks. Once you do that, you can power up any 2 systems.
Okay.
And if you want to shift this, if you want to divert power to a system, that's going to be the engineer is going to have to do that as their action in a round. And it will take it'll be a full round action to divert power, and the power won't be available until the next round.
And it's space combat. We're doing 6-minute rounds for space combat.
That's the idea, yeah.
Frantic 6 minutes.
Frantic.
So, and then once you've got those systems up, if you want to man them, or we can assign the crew to do them, you can look at the action steps in the core rulebook, and you're welcome to use those if you want to fire the turrets, or if you want to fly away, or whatever it is you want to do. I would say start from the place of I want to do this, and then we'll figure out what action you can take and what role you can take.
Okay.
I would say sensors and weapons are probably the two most important. Or sensors and M-Drive. Sensors and something, but sensors. Otherwise,
You're just relying on visuals otherwise.
well, otherwise Artemis is just sitting in a dark room listening to a radio play of us trying to plug stuff in.
Yeah,
Not
we
ideal.
have to be able to see it. Also, I don't know how space works, but we have to be able to understand the size of the ship and like what's going on actually. So,
And
You're right.
I mean, I would imagine if you want weapon systems, you want to be able to know what it is
what you're
hitting.
shooting at.
totally.
And where it is.
Or we could just shooting them.
Like a video
we
game.
No, exactly. Just like last Starfighter, we could do the Death Blossom.
Oh,
You don't need sensors for that. Can this ship do that?
I don't know what you mean.
Captain, can your ship Death Blossom?
Captain, did you ever see that movie Last Starfighter?
No, I haven't seen it. Can you explain the plot in 6 minutes?
Okay,
Sorry,
listen, it's great.
Philo-
It's a video game, right?
Philo loves this
Sorry.
ancient thing called film. Sorry.
Sorry, I majored in this at university. I majored in classics, and we did 5 semesters on films of the late 21st century.
Classics. It's like studying Greek drama is like
Right.
watching The Last Starfinder.
It's like the same class covers like Homer and like Spielberg. There's like
That's so funny.
It was
Yeah.
originally an entire
Across the
paper
board.
of the deep meanings of 10 Things I Hate About You and all this stuff. Like, I think that was
right.
also based off Shakespeare, so that one you could do. But the last
That's
Starfighter,
true.
it's like, what did the author mean? It was awesome.
By the way, starring Robert Preston, another guy who was in a bunch of musicals, never sang a note.
It's true. He sings more than Rex Harrison, but yeah,
That's
he doesn't.
true. Yeah, that's true. But still.
Okay, let us get into round 1. So,
I got my jumper cables, trying to remember which black and red mean.
Yep. So, Puffer, this is going to be a difficult engineering check. I will also let you roll mechanic if you'd rather roll mechanic.
Okay, I actually will do because I've got J Drive Engineering 1, but I'm 0 in everything else, which means I don't get any points. So I have Mechanic 1, so I'll do that.
Okay, great.
Because I'll at least get a point. Unless we got J Drive going. 9, 10, 11.
Nailed it. Okay, so you get your giant cables together and you're like Doc Brown. Gigi, would you like to attempt the second check?
Yeah, because I do have engineering. She's just never been really confident in her engineering knowledge because of the fact that she dropped out of school and because she's surrounded by so many, people who are
We
very
were going to
good.
repair a car together. You're good.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
Finally got that
can also-
CD out.
You can
I
also roll
appreciate that,
mechanic.
Puffer. I appreciate that.
You can
She's
also
gonna
roll
roll.
mechanic if you'd rather do that.
I have a higher engineering than mechanics, if you can believe it.
Great.
Okay.
She ended up with a career path I wanted.
Oh,
10. You nailed it. It is a difficult check. You nailed it. Okay.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
So you and Puffer are like get out of the way, and you shove the crew out of the way, and the two of you just kind of using your knowledge of how to jury rig things. You kind of just like loop this cable over here and this connector over here, and suddenly the power plants start to come to life, like the ones that you've already repaired.
Oh yeah, with one wrench that doesn't fit anything and a single Phillips head screwdriver, we just
and a dolphin fight
banged-
song.
Yeah.
Oh, it's stuck in my head. It sucks. I'm trying to hum it, but have you ever tried to hum a dolphin? It's just really hard.
It's not conducive to humming at all.
Okay, so now we need 6 computer checks to bring the ship's computers back online.
Okay.
So Gigi and Puffer, you've taken your actions for this round. Artemis and
Okay.
Philo, do you want to do computer checks? I can also, and the captain actually will also do one.
I could do electronics computers.
Electronics computers, great. The captain, it's going to be a difficult check. They're 6 difficult checks. I'm sorry. But the captain is going to do one as well. And Philo, do you want to get involved in this, or?
Yeah, I can use my Jack OT to do a computer's check as well. But I'm certainly not going to be as good at it as Artemis is.
I just, let's just say Artemis nailed it. That's a 13.
Oh, man.
Okay, so Artemis, you bump a crew member off a station on the bridge.
Get out of my way.
And you're just like... And and all of a sudden you look up and the captain has done the exact same thing, and she's sitting next to you, just like furiously typing. She also succeeded at her check, so that's 2. And Philo?
8.
It's not succeed.
Is it hackers when you had 2 people doing the keyboard at the exact same time? Like somebody came up behind the first person they were typing?
Exactly. That's
Sounds like
exactly
something would have
that.
been hackers.
Has Philo studied
We
that
love
movie?
that movie here. Love that movie.
And you know what? Sub-Lieutenant Volman is also on the bridge. Actually, no, he's down at one of the batteries, because if you want to activate the weapon system, he's starting to organize people who are on visual watches. He's trying to get guys into and crew members into the battery to like activate a turret if they need to. So he will attempt one. He has electronics computers 1. He does not succeed. He rolls a 9. Okay, so you've got 2. All right, and if anyone's still watching the visuals, maybe Philo, you found a terminal near your station, so you can still see out the porthole or whatever, the space porthole.
Yeah.
And you see the mercenary cruiser just flying directly towards you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, round 2. Puffer, Gigi, you're down engineering. Do you want to shift? Like, you want to move to a computer? I would let you move during this round and do a computer check the next round, or you can stay at the engines and be ready for.
Yeah, I got just as many pluses with computers as I do the engines, so I'll just stick with the engines.
Great, Gigi.
And computers would be electronics or Jack OT?
You can do either. So electronics, or if your Jack OT is better. I can't wait that we made this a thing.
It's because it's in the original books. It was on the tables because there was limited space. It was listed as Jack OT. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I thought it was yours. I'll steal it. All right.
So
Feel free to steal it as well.
Yeah.
Gigi, all right. So you're going to move to the computer. So that this round you're rushing over to a computer station.
Yes.
Okay. Back on the bridge, Artemis. Give me a computers check. Electronics computers check.
Okay. Does the check get harder each time or easier?
At the moment, it is still difficult.
Okay. Okay. 10.
Nailed it exactly. So
Nice.
that's 3.
Oh, baby. Let's go, Captain.
The captain fails,
Fuck.
and Sub-Lieutenant Volman, though, succeeds with a natural 10. So you've got 4 checks.
What's Damon doing?
Damon is working in engineering. He's busy, they're trying to keep the repairs going as all this is going on, so they can get the ship back fully operational. The cruiser.
What?
The spherical shape. I said globular last week, and then I regretted it, but then I stuck with it. I changed.
Globular.
Okay, round 3. Okay. Gigi, you have shifted to a computer. Do you want to give me a electronics computers check?
Yes, she is. Because she, Puffer gave her a look like, get over there. She was like, I got it. Let's see.
All right,
So do I not need to do any electronic or mechanic repair? Can I just hop on a computer, or
if you want to, or if you wanted, if you were going to bring up the engine, so it sounds like you want sensors. So if you wanted to,
okay, because otherwise I'll be ready to shift power the moment it's ready. Then just make sure.
yeah, I think if you want to divert power from system to system, you'll need to be at the engines. So or at the power plant, really. All right, Gigi, what'd you roll?
That was no, I did Jack OT, so that was, and then add what, education to that maybe?
Yeah.
9.
Doesn't get it. Still a difficult check. All right, Artemis and Captain Yang.
Oh no. Okay, actually, the first one was a 1, but that's better. And I didn't realize I could add education,
Yeah.
so that's going to be a 10.
All right, that's 5 checks, 5 successes.
Oh my god.
Captain Yang fails. Let's see what Sub-Lieutenant Volman does down in Missile Bay, or down the batteries. Cracked die. Okay, Sub-Lieutenant Volman succeeds. He gets his system up and running. All right, that's 6 checks. All right, so
wow, awesome.
So what are the systems you bring online?
Sensors
And weapons.
I mean, right? Like,
Okay, the ship is weapons central. You're only able to bring on one thing. So you can bring on a missile bay online. You could bring on one of the triple turret batteries online. Or let's see, I'll tell you what else the ship has.
Fire the motion wave gun.
Yay!
All right. This ship has 2 Mason guns, which
Oh, wow.
is 3 particle accelerator bays, which won't be a huge help to you here.
Is the Mason gun, is that a spinal mount?
It's a spinal mount. You have a spinal mount, and you also have a ventral mount. You have a giant
wow.
weapon on top. Yeah.
Yeah, a spinal mount Mason cannon is like, at least from what I remember, that is one of the most powerful weapons in all of Traveler.
But that's like trying to use a bazooka to shoot a fly.
Yeah, well, especially if you don't have maneuvering capability, because like you have to actually aim the ship at whatever you're shooting at with a spinal mount.
They're spinal mounts, and the one on top is not a turret; it is fixed. Like they're both fixed directly. You want to tell us what a Mason gun is, Skin?
A Mason is like, it's a particle. I'm trying to remember, but it's a particle that like I think moves faster than light, or I'm thinking of tachyons maybe. But it's just like a super powerful beam weapon. It's like the top class of like whatever is like generally available to militaries and Traveler. It's like that is the cream of the crop as far as like ship weapons. And they're almost, I think they're only available in spinal mounts. So like spinal mounts basically is like a cannon that runs along the length of the ship. It's like the Death Star laser. It's just like that's what they are.
Yeah, and this one has 2, which is unheard of.
Which is crazy. That's crazy.
A Mason.
If you want to punch a hole through the moon, that's it.
Yeah,
This is the
You're gonna blow up the moon.
It would be rather ineffective in this situation.
it would be cool though, just to like, I mean, it's useless, but if we powered it up and just like brought it out just to show them like, don't come near us, but then we're relying fully on intimidation, which I don't think we should do.
Yeah. I mean, the minute that they saw that we couldn't move, they would know it's useless. So
Now, something to keep in mind, as of right now, you just appear to be a ghost ship. So,
right. Yeah.
the minute so they don't think they have anything to fear from you. All they've done is just fly at you. A Mason it's the collision of an electron and a positron creates a pi neutral Mason.
Oh, wow. Cool. See, I'm scared already just hearing that. It's terrifying.
So yes, it has the 2 Mason guns. It has 3 particle accelerator bays, also not particularly effective in this situation. 20 50-ton missile bays. And if you want to bring up 1 missile bay, you could. And then it also has 100 triple laser turrets organized into 10 batteries.
Wow.
But again, power.
It's so much overkill.
This is not designed to do like dogfights. It's designed to annihilate a world.
Right.
Whoa.
Could you turn on at least 1 laser bay?
You could do a triple laser turret if you wanted to.
Just 1 turret?
Oh, 1 turret.
You open up the whole bay and just what?
Yep.
Just unleash them all. Well, I was going to say
rows of them that are just.
I think we could do the Death Blossom. Could I do like some kind of a check to see if I know if this particular ship has like a dust caster or anything that would like thwart beam weaponry, or if it's like better defensive against like beam weaponry or missiles?
Yes. In fact, it has the following defenses. Has a nuclear screen, a mason screen, and 70 sandcaster turrets organized into 14 batteries. Okay. So sandcaster turrets, you basically just shoot sand out into space, and it absorbs the beam weapons.
It diffuses light beams, yeah.
It's like a 50-gallon drum of glitter.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you can make the choice. You can power up a laser turret, or you can power up one of the sandcaster turrets.
Or missile turret.
Or a missile.
Yeah, wait.
We have sandcast.
How many missiles can we launch out of a turret?
One at a time, I believe.
Oh no, laser.
You think laser?
You shoot down one missile. Like, you don't. That's why you shoot like 8 missiles, because they will get 6 of those.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what I meant to ask, was what capabilities the Mercenary cruiser has as far as like sandcasters or whatever.
Yeah, can we scan? Because we got the sensors up. Can we scan them?
Okay, yeah. I will, now that the sensor's up, I will allow you to make an electronics check. If Artemis, this was all right. So let's finish the round. So the round you finished the round. That was round 3. Okay. The cruiser is getting closer and closer and closer now. All right, round 4. You now have the sensors, and you say you wanted a triple laser turret up and running. Okay, you have those up and running. So Artemis, do you want to roll an electronics check to do a scan of the ship?
Yes, I would. Electronics. Okay. Okay. And I can still add my education, right?
Yeah.
12.
Okay, great.
Nice.
I was gonna make this an average check because this is a fairly common ship that you would have seen and run from many times. Their weapons complement. They just have triple turrets. That's it.
Do I know their defenses? Like any shields or anything? Does that come up or?
Sure. Let me look at what you've got. They have military grade sensors. Their hull is they have a hull score of 320, which is what you'd be shooting against. An armor rating of 4. They do not seem to have any. They don't have any defenses listed here.
Okay, I think we should probably do laser turrets then. I think that's our best bet.
Okay.
Well, actually, because the missiles do more damage, though, I think, right? So.
Yeah, but they can shoot them down with their lasers as they're on the way.
I would say laser turrets.
Is there a difference in range for missile and laser, or no?
Oh, missiles is way far past.
Right, but they're coming up on us, though.
I mean, we can see them. If we can see them.
Yeah.
They're
definitely close enough.
Like at this point, they're close.
While you guys are talking, I'm just flipping the laser turret button on.
What should it be?
We hear from the background, just powering on the lasers.
Okay.
Puffer, we haven't decided yet. Okay, well, while you're waiting, I'll just charge the lasers.
Okay.
If you decide otherwise, I'll turn it off.
So, does one of you want to be the gunner, or do you want to just assign that to the crew?
Does anybody have gun combat?
Does anybody have gunner?
I do have gunnery.
Oh, I have gunner as well. I have 1 in gunner.
Yeah, I think you're probably better at it than I am, though, because you've hired Dex, right?
My dex is 0.
Okay, mine too. Yeah, so we're equal. Yeah.
We high five.
Yeah.
I'm not with you, but we mentally high five.
Yeah, mentally high five. Mediocre gunner.
Well, on what
Bros.
floor is the gunnery or the turret on?
The battery that Lieutenant Damon happens to be in is down on. Hold please. The batteries are on deck. He's on deck 10, down on deck 10. But you can operate you can operate this from the bridge.
Okay, I mean up to Philo. Your call.
I'd love to. I've always wanted to shoot down a Mercenary Class C cruiser.
I know you have. That was just a little joke. You can do it.
That's why I built the models of them. I build the models.
You have so
and then
many.
I smash them in my
Smash 'em.
quarters.
I know. And you
I
said,
love
watch this. And you take your coffee mug and you just ram into it. I know you love it.
I just fire handguns at them from across the bay.
On the ship, which is crazy.
Which is, I know, it's bad. You've warned me about it before. I'll stop doing it now. But I think that practice will come in handy now.
You also shoot better when you're drunk, so this is...
That's true. Still a little hungover.
All right, so I'll say you can run for the bridge and sit down at the gunner station, Philo.
Okay.
You're kind of in an all hands on deck situation, right? Because all the crew is scattered across the ship. They don't have a full bridge crew right now.
And I'm pretty close. I mean, I'm on deck too, so I'm fairly close to the bridge.
You slide down the metal staircase.
Or I'm like crawling down it. I'm like,
And we're down 2 cooks.
Right. So I get down to I get as fast as I can down to the bridge and like find the gunnery station and strap myself in.
And the captain is like, looks at you for a minute, and then she's about to be like, what the fuck is going on? And then she's like, target that cruiser and fire immediately.
Okay. Can I do that now?
Yes. roll gunner.
8.
Okay, it is close enough that this is an average check will succeed on hitting it. So you hit the ship.
Wow!
Yes.
Okay. So
Are these pulse lasers or beam lasers?
They are pulse lasers, triple pulse lasers.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's 2d damage, times and then you have
Times
3 of them.
Yeah.
So and then you make 1 attack roll, and you do. Sorry, it's not times 3. You add 1 for each additional turret.
Oh, that's right.
For
So it's gonna be
each
2d.
D6.
Yes, it's 2d plus 4 would be what you roll.
Okay.
Yeah, if we'd opened up the
12.
comms, we probably could have been like, "Hey guys, where you going?" But instead, we just were like, "Surprise, motherfucker!"
Yeah, exactly. They think we're in dead ship, but it's just like
probably
one turret.
"Oh, this ship looks like it's in distress. Maybe we should come by and help them out."
Oh my god.
It's really just this elderly couple in an RV that, it's a Mercenary cruiser.
We ran out of
That's
gas.
a great point. That's a great point. They haven't showed any hostile intentions, but we should, just to be safe, we should blow them out of this.
I love it.
I mean, they're on an intercept course.
They are in an intercept court. Like that's pretty
They're
hostile.
like, "We got gas. Don't worry. We got AAA."
Okay.
Oh, there goes our salvage, guys.
The Mercenary takes a direct hit from your triple laser turret and changes tactics. It
bet.
fires up its engines and now is like full afterburner, like speeding up towards the ship, and it opens up its triple laser turret. It fires all of its weapons at your engines.
Oh no! Well, knock yourselves out, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
don't work anyway. Joke's on you.
Dang it.
Okay, and
You know
it
what's
hits
great?
you.
When they dock and they board us, we board them, and then we fly away in a working ship.
That's right. Yeah, we'll just ride until they all come on our ship, and then we'll...
Thanks for the lift.
Okay, so this is going to be. It just opens, like it's just like firing all of its lasers, trying to disable your ship. So you take. That's going to be 40 points of damage.
Oh, that's a lot of
Jesus.
What?
Oy.
Yeah,
How
it's
much-
got.
How much armor does our ship have?
You have. Oh, I didn't subtract the armor for your damage. Sorry, I forgot about that. You guys have an armor rating of 6.
Ooh.
That's less than 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still going to take a little bit of damage there.
Yikes.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you so it's round 4. Philo, you've gone. Does anyone else want to do anything? Do you want to keep these systems?
Well, here's my question. Here's my proposed idea. I get on the comms. All right. They know we're here. Great shooting, Philo. That was awesome.
That was 1 in a million, kid.
I wish you could see it. It was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I think we should switch it up, take off the sensors, and hail them and tell them to stop.
Bingo.
We're a military ship, and if they don't stop, we'll fire again.
That's exactly what I think.
I'm telling them, and then I look at the captain. I'm like, Captain?
Do it.
Divert power to comms. So I need an engineering check.
Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry, guys.
Oh.
10.
Got it. Okay.
Nice.
So,
Repatching.
Crushing these.
Like the yellow wire. The yellow wire.
okay, great. So next round, round 5, the comms will be available to send to hail them. Gigi, any actions or any? Do you want to stay in engineering? Do you want to go to a different?
I think so. She basically had the same idea as Artemis had. So, but there's really no time to make it to comms, is there? Because comm is in the bridge.
Yeah, they'll probably hail them from the bridge.
Yeah, there's no time. She's just gonna stay where she is.
Wait, can we?
Maybe.
Can we not? Can I put like my earpiece to the thing?
Yeah, can you
I'm
patch
hear
him
what's
through
going
to
on.
engineer?
I'm at the bridge.
You want so well if you want to say patch it through to me, like then we can do that next round.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have any difficulties, hit me. I'm right here with Puffer in engineering, ready to kick some ass.
Okay, great.
Got it.
All right, round 5. So the captain will attempt to hail them. It's like, mercenary vessel. This is the ISS Ellison. You are in violation of Imperial code. She rattles off the same exact law she rattled off to you. Divert your course or you will be fired upon. Again. And she gets no response.
Hey.
She's like, Kershaw, I'm getting nothing. If you want to try.
Can I patch Gigi in?
Yeah, they'll patch you through to Gigi's comm unit if you want to try to try to convince them.
Let's see what happens. Mercenary ship in space position, blah 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 blah. This is naval warship Ellis, the SS Ellison. We are asking that you return our hail immediately and cease fire immediately.
Roll persuade.
Ooh. 9. What? That was a
No
hard
response.
check. Oh my gosh, this is
I was
bad.
convinced. I'm shocked that they are still attacking us.
With those sonorous tones, and they didn't
Yeah.
answer. Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
on
They're
them.
dead.
Yeah,
Here's
they
my
want the
question.
ticket. They're about to take the ride. That's what I
Is
think.
there any way that Puffer can overload the power plant to get us more power?
And get perhaps another turret, or perhaps?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go to the combat action of overload.
You're crazy for this one, Puffer. Let's do it.
If I marked this page so I had a feeling you would do it, and then I moved my mark. Okay, overload drive.
I just waited till I saw you move the marker, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna cross the streams now. I'm like,
Yeah.
A successful, difficult 10+ engineer check.
Engineer M drive check.
M drive.
M drive.
well, this is overload power plant.
Overload
Yeah.
power plant. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Engineer power check.
I've got engineer. I got pluses for being smarts.
Okay. And this is an intellect, not education.
Oh wow.
I'm just as good on both.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. So I guess what I do is I rip off the safety chip so it can't overclock, and I'm all like, hey, I don't need this.
Take off the restraining bolt.
You take off your Rock Lee, taking off your leg weights, and you're about to kick ass.
Just to communicate the stakes here, it is possible for you to damage the engine and take basically a critical hit to your engines if you fail this by enough.
Oh
fail this by
my God.
badly enough.
Okay.
But I didn't.
Ooh.
10.
You got that. You nailed it. Okay, so no effect. So it's a success. Okay, so that increases the ship's current power by 10%.
Yay.
So I will say that will get you the full battery, one full battery of weapons if you wanted it.
Yes. Does Philo still shoot a whole battery? How many
Yeah.
lasers are in a battery?
Yeah, on this ship, And I just
It's like going from a Red Ryder BB gun to a 12 gauge. I mean,
Seriously.
Oh my god.
now instead of firing one triple laser turret, you're firing 10.
Oh my god. Okay, this is good.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you,
right.
Puffer.
Do you
Once
fire?
again, your prison smarts come in handy.
oh, yeah. As I'm watching the power plant start glowing red, it's like, Philo, if you're going to take that shot, you really need to do it.
Okay. But take it before the power plant explodes. All right, I'm gonna fire.
So it's if you hit, this should be 2d plus 31.
Oh my god. 6.
Oh no!
Shoot.
Your dice are like mine tonight.
So Philo is sitting there at the turret, and he's like, and just all these turrets just like they just sail by the ship, who returns fire of their own.
Oh no.
And
Miss.
misses.
Pop it.
Hey!
Misses with the 7.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
That said, this is round 5. The cruiser attempts to dock with the ship.
Oh boy.
Wait, but they can't
Good.
because we haven't diverted any power to airlocks or anything.
Oh, they're not going to the
Force it.
airlock.
They cut a
Excuse
hole
me?
right through the wall.
They're going to
Yeah.
cut through the wall. They're gonna, so this
Wait, they're
this
just
sphere.
gonna ram us?
Wait.
No, this sphere it comes in and cuts power to its engines, and then just rotates and just affixes its top to the side of the hull and just like fires off a laser cutter.
thing. Just,
Like a tick.
They're just
Yeah.
breaking in?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I hope they break in without vac suits on. I hope they just get blown the fuck back off the ship. 'Cause we're depressurized
With the
now,
rest
aren't
of
we?
us.
That means they just get sucked in, right?
Yeah.
I guess. How
They'd be
that
sucked into our ship like really fast.
crunching metal just. Well,
Then
Okay.
they'd suffocate. But I'm going to assume that they're going to take precautions.
Yes, remember.
Just standard spacefaring precautions.
Yeah.
Once they get aboard,
all right, so they haven't done it yet, though. They're going to attempt to do it.
They have docked you, so it's going to
Shit.
take a certain number of rounds for them to cut in.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything you can think to do to shake them loose, or
Take them loose.
Divert power. We still have diverted from comms.
To maneuver
Thrusters?
drive.
Yeah,
Maneuver
to
drive, yeah.
something to just zoom.
Auxiliary.
so if you want to fire up the engines and fire up the M drive, so you can see if you can like literally like buck them loose from the ship and use. You could try it
Like-
for sure.
Yeah.
Like a.
Can
Fire,
Artemis?
but Puffer has already acted this round, so Gigi would have to do it, or you have to do it next round.
All right. I mean, I can do it.
Oh wait,
if,
no,
like,
you
you're-
acted this round already. You tried to convince them to.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh.
All you.
And Artemis, you're on the bridge, so yeah,
I can't.
you got to divert next round. Okay, so that's round 5. Round 6. Engineers on engineering. If you wanted to divert both systems, like you can do, if one of you wants to do one divert and one of you wants to do the other, you're welcome to try that. You have
Okay, so
you have weapons at plus 10%, and then you have comms.
okay. I'm going to move it from comms to thrusters,
Okay.
to M drive. Oh. Is this mechanic or engineer?
I'll let you roll either.
Okay, if it's mechanic, 8.
Okay. That is a fail.
Oh no!
Son of a bitch.
But it'd be so easy. I think it'd be so
It
easy.
would be easy if you had the full
Child's play.
systems operational, and you could just be like, "Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo." And he's got to
it's-
literally like, he's literally
There's
like
so many
yanking.
adapters. You're trying to just...
Okay, Gigi, would you like to try to divert power?
She immediately sees that Puffer got flustered or something, and she's gonna sort of dash over to where he is, and she's gonna try it. This is mechanics, you said, right?
You could do. I'll let you do mechanic or engineering.
Engineering for sure. Come on. And plus education.
Yes.
Well, but this is
or
gonna be-
intellect. It's intellect, right?
I would let you do either, but this is gonna be engineer maneuver drive, or engineer power. So if you don't have those, it's going to be 0. So your mechanic might actually be better in the end.
All right. Ooh, 10.
Okay, GG diverts power from comms to the maneuver drive, and the helm, the helm station, like lights up on the bridge.
Whoa.
Whoa. We got it.
Wait,
We're
who's
on.
piloting the ship?
Who is piloting the ship?
Captain.
You. She points at Philo. Get on that station.
Yeah.
He just untethers himself from the gunner station and like chung chung chung, like goes over to the helm and just like and gets everything. And he's gonna perform the Death Blossom maneuver without firing the weapons.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna spin wildly, trying to like throw this thing.
Get that ship off of us.
Yeah. Shake it loose.
And she goes, all hands, hold on to something.
Brace for
Like you reach
centrifugal
into a back
force.
pocket that's not even on a vac suit. You pull out your piloting hat.
Yay.
It's just like a boat captain's hat.
Oh yeah, like the skipper off like Gilligan's Island.
That's 9.
Ooh.
This was going to be a
9?
very difficult check.
Oh,
So you basically spin this giant warship into a barrel roll, but they've got a good latch on the ship.
okay. So I
right.
promptly vomit and then wait to see what happens next.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Everyone roll an endurance check.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, 10.
Oh my god, Gigi. Yeah.
Yeah, you. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm going to say this is average, so this is an average endurance
Okay.
check. So 8 or better.
8.
Okay, you're fine.
Bye.
Oh no.
Evidently,
wait,
it has to do with where engineering is because I got a 5 as well.
Oh no.
Didn't Gigi get medical attention though? Didn't Philo?
I got +2, but I had 6 damage.
Oh
Hit my
shit.
endurance, so it's
Okay.
so I have 4. Yeah.
Okay. So the two of you are going to take a dice modifier -1 for being nauseated.
Oh no.
Oh god, vomiting in a vac suit's the worst.
It was just so bad.
It's terrible.
I'm watching For All Mankind now on Apple TV, which is a great show, by the way. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm loving this right now. This is
All
great.
right. The
Bad roll.
Oh, sorry, Artemis. Do you want to act?
For this round, yeah, seeing that like the maneuver is not gonna work, she says, "Captain, where do you keep the on-ship weapons? We need to meet them where they're at. They're gonna cut through any minute."
You're right. All hands, all available hands, all Marines, get to the armory, break out the weapons, and get to the cargo bay. Deck 8. And she herself like starts marching down, like she's about to make a run for it, down to lead the Marines on to face the boarding action. But then Lieutenant Commander Wilkes is there, and he's like, "Captain, it shouldn't be you. Regulations state the captain must stay on the bridge. I'll command the Marines." And she's like, "No, I can't ask you to do that." He's like, "You're not asking, you're ordering." And he just runs off the bridge to go down to.
Wow, my man Wilkes.
Yeah.
My drinking buddy.
All right.
He survives.
Oh, I also asked Captain, where are our weapons?
Your weapons are still on your ship.
We threw him, remember?
Fuck, we threw him back through the door.
So,
Damn it.
Artemis, if you wanted to go down to the ship's armory and pick up some weapons for you and your friends,
Yes, I do.
all right.
I'd like a plasma rifle.
I'm with Wilkes. Good luck, Captain. I'll see you on the other side. Not death. I mean, we're not
Yeah.
gonna die.
I'll see
Do
you
you
in.
want-
All right. So
See you in hell. What?
I'll see you in Valhalla. Valhalla, brother. I predator, handshaker, and
I'm gonna have
Okay.
me some fun.
the armory is down on. Oh god.
Where is it?
Oh god. Sorry, reading all my things.
Matthew, hurry.
Oh yeah, it's on deck. Oh, it's on deck 4. It's on the same deck as the bridge. So actually, that's what
Oh, the
sweet.
bridge is deck 3? Deck 2.
the bridge is deck 4 as well.
Oh.
So yeah, so you're able to you can run to the armory and gather weapons you get there, you can make your way. It's going to take you 2 rounds to get there, and then, or no, it's 6 minutes. So you can get there in this round and then get back in the next round. Okay,
So-
and then the mercenary cruiser goes, and they have another round of cutting into the hull.
So one of the tricks you could do during a boarding action is if you use engineering life support, you're in charge of the gravity plates.
Oh.
Which means you can like crank it up, crank it backwards, crank it up, crank it backwards. And like you can
look at
basketball
you.
with them.
Wait, but for everybody though.
Oh my god, I'm screaming. I love it.
But if they're wearing
yes.
power armor, it doesn't matter. They're just going to be all like, huh, that's cool. And just keep charging.
Right.
So,
Wow, it would be funny.
I'm going to turn my page to the boarding action page. Okay. All right. Round 6. Right? Or round 7? I don't know. Either way, we're on the second. We're on the second round of the ship cutting, making their cut.
so what I think we're going to do, since we've already got the power to the maneuver drive, you want to overclock them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got a penalty. Shit.
Oh, right.
Well, yeah, Jason, you're really good at engineering. You want to overclock them?
I'm
So,
not.
yeah.
Wait, who's gonna do that?
Well, we can. It's just we're taking penalties because for some reason Philo spun the ship directly
Oh.
where the power plant
No,
is.
it
We all
was-
started
worked
vomiting.
in the film.
One of you has to do it though, because Artemis is running to get you weapons.
So you're going to overload the plant again? Is that the idea?
Well, the drives.
Overload the drives. Okay.
Get some speed. Get some plus. Hit the nitro booster or whatever the space nitro.
Yeah. I
right.
feel the need for this.
This is a difficult engineer M drive check using intellect as your stat. You have engineer J drive, GG, or M drive?
I have engineering 2.
Which one did you at that point you would have to choose a specialty, so you would have either had to choose M drive or J drive.
You could retcon it now,
Yeah. I would,
or not.
so
or
would I
not.
choose M then?
It might make sense if you, because you already have a J drive engineer to have
Yeah.
somebody who could look at
Yeah.
the maneuver drive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'll fill
great.
in and do an M. I'll do an M. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And now, so this is you're going to add your intellect dice modifier, but then take a -1 for your nausea.
Yeah, that's a problem. Okay. -1. But
Oh. Oh no.
That's not
You
good.
can
7.
7. That fails. Let's just check to make sure the effect. Yeah, you're still just a regular failure.
Does the jump drive suddenly powers off?
Nausea. I was like, yeah.
Okay. So Gigi attempts to overclock the M drive, is not able to. Oh gosh. And Puffer, do you want to try? I remind you that if you fail by 6 or more, you suffer a critical hit on the drive.
Oh my god.
Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I've got one of these left. There was a time back when we started hooking up when Gigi taught me engineering M drive, and I'm going to have 1 point for that.
All right.
Well, okay.
Are using
Awesome.
our
To
retroactive
counter-
connections rule to get an M drive skill. Excellent.
Awesome.
So that's my second one. Both of them I've now done with Gigi teaching me something.
Wow, you guys are really close. You guys have had quite a history.
Yeah. It's amazing that despite the rocky road you guys have traveled, you can still be friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, you can
exactly.
rebuild engines together, but when they steal your pudding cups,
That's right. It puts a strain. You
I
can
know
see
his
if your
soft
relationship
spots,
can
all right?
survive. That's right.
I don't want to talk about it.
okay. -1, 9.
Oh. You want to hear some bad news, Seth?
Oh, 2
I guess it's
failures
worse.
equals
I just read the rest. I read the whole paragraph.
Don't read the whole paragraph.
To read the whole thing.
Don't read the paragraph.
Our Giant Slayer listeners feel differently. So
That's true.
this check suffers a
all
cumulative
amazed.
DM -2 each time is attempted after the first.
Oh my god.
-2?
So this is going to be a -3 for you on this roll.
Oh, dude.
Well, then I made a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's a -3, then I made a 7.
Okay. So you hit the 10. Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, I hit it. But then there was a puke right here on my screen, and I didn't see that LED
Scaring.
wasn't on. And
Okay. Do you want to try to shake the ship off again, Philo? You want to try it again?
Is there any chance that I could hit the mercenary cruiser with any of the laser battery elements while it's attached to us?
I would say it would require a mechanic check to override the
Safety
There's like a
protocols.
safety protocol that stops every turret on a ship from shooting itself.
Right.
It's like it locks it out at certain angles.
It's like Jabba's sail barge.
Yeah, exactly.
It points
or
at
like Last Crusade. Yes, I'm sorry, son. They got us.
Right.
Yes, exactly. So, yes, but this round both of your engineers have spent their action. So next round they could try to do that and give you the ability to shoot at the cruiser on your own ship.
Okay. All right. So Philo is going to get on comms down to engineering. It's just like, you have to override the safety protocols. I can take a shot if you override the safety protocols.
Okay. And then we get round 2 of...
Can I still try?
I'll
the
yell at
maneuver?
all the door engineers like, "Hey guys, could you answer the phone?"
You want to try to shake them off still?
Yeah.
Okay. Still very difficult piloting check.
Okay. Never. Nope. 6.
Okay. 6. Hold on.
Oh no.
Okay, that is an exceptional failure.
Oh no. Oh no.
An exceptional.
The M drive just detaches from the ship, gives you the finger and flies away.
Yeah, I was like,
Everyone
has
laughs at
no
you.
idea what he's doing.
Okay, so this is on. They've attempted to overclock the M drive twice, and it couldn't get it going. And then you throw it into an extreme maneuver. So first of all, everyone's gonna have to roll another endurance check for nausea.
Okay, Philo, clutch. You have to balance the clutch.
Clutch. I don't know. I'm not used
It's
to
a
this.
70-year-old ship. You're like, I don't know how to fly a standard.
This is horse trip.
I got another 8.
8 for me as well.
You're fine.
6.
Do I have my -1 on the endurance
A
check?
-1.
You do not have to take the -1 on the endurance check.
8.
GG.
6.
What?
6.
6.
GG. You feel a new wave of nausea.
Oh no.
And you
She's
now
on all
have to take,
4s.
you have to take a DM -2.
My what's a -2? My next thing?
All checks at a DM -2.
Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry.
and because of that roll, I'm going to give you a critical hit effect with just a level 1 severity.
Oh my god.
So all checks to control the spacecraft suffer a DM -1.
To control the spacecraft.
Yes.
Oh, just maneuver wise or like anything?
Anything to move.
Anything to do with the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just going to say, I'm going to make the
Make it
executive
go
decision.
away.
We're going to just consider the M drive's dead until the actual mechanics can look at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just step away from the helm.
I'm the dude that works on his Trans Am in the garage. I mean, like, I shouldn't be manning this.
Yeah. This is a hobby for me. I don't know why I'm doing it.
I'm glad you all are in such high spirits about this, and we can carry those high spirits into this break.
What?
Welcome back. All right. here we are in the middle of this space battle. So, this is the end of the round. If you happen to be down in the cargo bay, you might notice that the laser carving tool that the mercenary cruiser is using to get in, it's pretty close to breaching the hull. So, here we go into the next round. So when we skid, you had a thought. Philo wanted the engineers to divert power, or you wanted them to pull off the safety protocols on the weapons, allowing you to fire at the ship that's connected to the hull.
At our own ship's hull, killing us all.
Killing you all, which would in effect solve the problem of the mercenaries. Anyway, however, I think I'm correct, but tell me if I'm wrong. Currently, you're powering M drive and comms.
Are we still powering comms?
No, we shut down comms.
Yeah, I think we were.
Oh, so you weapons and
we were doing weapons and comms.
Okay, great.
And then we switched the comms to maneuver drive. And
Okay, great. So down in engineering, you guys are welcome to make a mechanic check or an engineering check to divert power to the weapons, or I'm sorry, to remove the safety protocols.
Okay. I'm in engineering, but it tracks, sort of, being that she's like the youngest and I consider her the least experienced, but I think I'm incapacitated to do anything at this point, or should I try anyway?
Well, you're at a -3 basically now, because you've got -2 for the nausea and a -1 for the overdrive, the critical failure, whatever.
I think that's only for an M drive. That's only an M drive related stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's a critical hit effect on the M drive.
Okay.
Sitting in a corner.
And if she's in a -2 and I'm in a -1, then it would, then I think I would be the best for it. So. Okay.
Very difficult. This is going to be a difficult check.
Difficult.
Oh boy.
Mechanic?
Yeah, you can do mechanic.
Okay.
You can also. I would also even allow like electronics. An electronics check, so you're reprogramming the safety protocols.
Yeah.
Same either way. So. Okay. Oh, thank God, some good news. So it was an 11, now a 10.
Okay, you get it exactly. Yeah! All right, so Puffer removes the safety protocols on the turret batteries, so you can fire. You could hit your own ship if you. I would say that's the danger. Like if your effect is poor enough, that's the danger. Okay. Meanwhile, Gigi, do you want to call for the doc to come down to engineering to help deal with your nausea? What? The doctor, the corpsman.
Oh.
You could just get on the comms and tell and
call the doctor.
Yeah.
Medic.
Okay. I didn't know I can do that. Yeah, literally, because I need something. This isn't gonna work. I can't leave. I can't sit on the floor here forever. She's gonna get on the comm and say, "I need a medic. I need help. Where can I go? Where's sick bay?"
The captain is like, "Doc, get down to engineering." He's like, "On my way." So, Sub-Lieutenant Henriquez is on his way to you now. Okay, Artemis, you ran to the armory.
Yep.
And there's a bunch of crew members in there already, like, just ransacking it for weapons. So, what do you grab?
I would like. Well, she can only carry so much. She's trying to get a weapon for everybody. So I think she just goes for the pistols. Though it would be awesome to have some like military grade, heavy firearms. I also don't know what everyone is skilled in for ranged weapons and stuff. So I'm going to go, I think everybody with gun combat probably has, I'm just, for some reason right now, I'm picturing Puffer eating pudding in engineering. And I put back one of the pistols. And I'm like, maybe Puffer doesn't get one. But yeah, I'm thinking 4 pistols, please.
Well, maybe I should tell you some of your other options.
Okay, tell me what other options.
What do we got here?
So there are advanced combat rifles. There is a Gauss rifle if you wanted to get one of those.
Oh, shoot.
And there's also submachine guns. And then in terms of pistols, you've got stunners and you've got laser pistols. There's also you've also got laser carbines down there if you prefer that.
Nice.
I relay this information. I don't have to keep it a secret, but I'm like running around the room, like naming things, and I go, Gauss rifle is mine.
The Gauss rifle is pretty awesome. Not gonna lie.
I'd like a laser carbine, please, if there is one.
You want a laser carbine? Oh, I got, and I move one of the officers out of the way. Excuse me, and I grab.
Shoot him in the back and grab his carbine.
Oh, there's also grenades.
Oh, that sounds super safe.
Really dangerous.
Space.
Yeah.
Not really meant for onboard combat.
I say,
Bazooka.
because you don't want the Marines to panic and grab the grenade, you should grab the whole case.
Yeah, just to keep them out of the wrong hands.
Their hands, yeah.
I kick it under a bench when no one's looking.
No, it needs to bring him to us.
Yeah,
I can't carry. It's like there's like 50 grenades. I can't carry all the grenades.
Is there like a
Put
little,
a couple in your mouth.
Like a radio flyer
that was
wagon
fun
in there?
one time. That was silly and fun one time. I'm not doing it again.
Puffer will yell lasers.
Laser. Okay. Heard. Received.
He says through a mouthful of pudding that he somehow has inside his backsuit.
GG, what do you want?
Drugs. I need drugs. I'm in pain. I'm gonna throw up. Oh, weapons, you mean?
Yeah, I'm at the armory.
If they have any concussive grenades or a handgun, that's all I need right now. But I really need a medic, but bring me those, I'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Handgun. Okay.
All right, so laser pistol for GG, laser carbine for both Puffer and Philo, and then what are you taking? Gauss rifle?
I'm taking the Gauss rifle, obviously.
Nice.
The Gauss rifle. Has armor piercing 5, and auto 3 and scope.
That's so cool.
It's just badass.
That's so badass.
That's a 1,500 credit weapon.
That's great.
Okay.
Wait, what does it have? What's the scope?
The ability scope, which is it has to do with your aim. It basically reduces range to it makes as it like extreme range to long. I think you can hit things from far away.
Well, it won't matter much in the hallways here as
No.
you're punching holes straight through the ship. But
Yep.
Okay, so that Philo, they have now unlocked the safety protocols, and you could try to hit the ship.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this as opposed to an average check, which would be a normal, like within a certain range space combat roll. This is gonna be a difficult check.
All right.
10 or above.
bend the turrets to a level that they normally do.
So Philo's going to unstrap himself from the helm position. He's going to clunk, clunk, clunk with his mag boots back over to the gunnery spot, clamp himself in, and he's going to genuflect across himself as he lowers the gun battery below the safety threshold, pointing it right at the ship attached to our hull.
This is such a hold my beer moment.
It really is. It's like, come on, baby, hold it together. That is a 9.
Yay!
That is a fail.
No.
But you do not hit. You don't hit the ship. You just you didn't crank them low enough, so you're still shooting over the mercenary cruiser.
He needed a
You
10.
didn't hit him.
You need a 10.
Okay.
Oh my!
Okay.
You literally boiled the paint off the side of it.
Yeah. Like 30 pulse beams, like firing 2 inches above its hull.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. All right. And at that moment, up on the bridge, an alarm starts going off because you have a hull breach in the cargo bay. You are being boarded.
seal the bay.
Okay, I'm like, make your way down to me. I don't have time to run back to you. Like, if you want your weapons, I have them. I have to go to the cargo bay.
Okay.
All right. So you're all making your way to the cargo bay?
Cargo is what?
Like I can look at the entire engineering crew as we're all vomiting, be like, "Hey, you guys got this."
Okay. So I'm going to roll for how long it takes you to get down to the cargo bay. And that is going to change what you see once you get within.
Is that on deck 8?
You're going to
9,
enter
yeah,
on
because engineering is 5 and 6.
8 and 9 in the aft section. Actually, it's kind of like the middle. This is the cargo bay. Okay. It's going to take you. I rolled a 4, so it's going to take you 4 minutes to get down there.
Is that good or bad?
Well, it could be worse. Could be better. All right. So I'm assuming you meet outside of the cargo bay, so you can have weapons before you go in.
Yeah, I'm handing them out as they come down.
All right, everyone. Does everyone have stats on their weapons? I can refer to you to pages if you need to. The conventional weapons are on page 126. The laser weapons on page 129.
29.
Okay. How do you want to enter the cargo bay? There's the main doors, of course. You could walk in the main doors. Or you could try to stealth in through one of the like on the upper deck, or you could try to find an alternate entrance.
Oh,
The
let's
air
cut our way.
ducts?
Yeah.
Could do the air ducts.
Well, Gigi and I are already greased, being the fact that we've been crawling around inside an engine for the past half hour, so we could just
7
we could
hours.
just slip and slide straight through it.
I also want to point out, like, you were sitting in a ship that was effectively dead for 7 hours, and knowing there was a possible raider coming. Gigi and Puffer were down there, like, working their asses off for 7 straight hours. The rest of the crew is on heightened alert, just visually scanning the vacuum of space, trying to see if anything's approaching. And then after 7 hours of that like extreme like tenseness and work and effort, you were assaulted by a bunch of mercenaries. I mean, you've got to be running on pure adrenaline right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta stay frosty.
You know, we
And
should
one
We're all
pudding
strung
cup.
out. I know we're
some
all strung
space
out.
cocaine from those guys. I mean, that probably
Yeah.
If only you had gotten some space cocaine. Okay, so if you want to go through the air ducts, I'm going to need a roll to kind of, I guess you can give me a mechanic roll to kind of figure out where they are, figure out a path, and then it's going to be a stealth roll from each of you to get in through the air ducts.
And I'm -2 on everything, or just ship comms?
That's a good question. I'm going to roll to see if the doc got to you in time.
We can always forget that, and we forget any sort of discounts if you would like.
I'm going to do
my God.
odds the doc got to you, evens he didn't get there in time. I rolled a 4. All right. All right, so you're still at DM -2.
he just showed up right now, and now he's fixing the engines.
I've got the Dramamine. Where is she?
Should I go back to engineering? There's no time. It took me 4 minutes. I should have stayed.
No.
I should say you hear an intense firefight going on inside the cargo bay.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go.
I'm going to mechanic the air ducts open, and I'm going to go through this like Newt.
Okay, great. Give me your mechanic check.
Oh. And 8. Okay. -1 is 8.
Okay, that succeeds. You're able to crack open the air vents, and you have a pretty good idea that this is going to lead you directly into the cargo bay.
Let's go.
So I'm going to need a stealth roll from each of you, and to know in what order you're going in through the vents.
And I'm not feeling good, so I would suggest Artemis. I think you're probably way better than the rest of us at the moment.
Okay.
Actually, I think you're always better than me, but right now you're especially better.
Yeah, honestly, I think this is a bad idea, because like I think Artemis is like might be the only one who can do this at all.
Yeah.
I have stealth. It's just negated by the -1.
Right, like
Okay.
you're sick,
Why don't I?
Gigi's sick.
Why don't
You could
I
also
just?
Terrible.
divide and conquer.
Yeah. Why don't I just go in through the vent and I'll just pop shot from the vent? They won't even know I'm there. I'll just sniper shot.
It'll confuse too.
Yeah, they'll be
Yeah,
like,
but
"Where's
you-
that coming from?" And it's me in the vent.
That's me in the vent.
Busted the front door like
me in the corner.
man.
I think though that you might want to have somebody there in case you get hit and hurt. Somebody needs to grab your ankle and pull you back to the vents back. Just do that.
I could follow along behind, so I don't far enough that I don't mess up your stealth check, but close enough where I can join you in case things go bad, or I could just start shooting from.
We could just tie a rope to her ankle, and if she, she goes unconscious, we just pull her through. Dang, 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 dang.
I have really good stealth, so I'm willing to go first, and then Philo, if you want to hold my ankles and have your gun too. I mean, who knows what's going to happen?
I was saying I'd be like a round behind. Like I wouldn't be able to do anything the first round except catch up.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
Then, yeah.
Okay. So I'll roll.
Gigi, what do you want to do? Because I'm not leaving you, so I'm not going in if you're going. They're not going in. So.
Is there an option to?
We fortify outside
struggling.
the door.
Go in with the army. I mean, you guys have a whole militia ready
right,
at
you know
this
what?
cargo door.
All right, you know what? She'll do that, but she's behind the two as we go in because she realizes she's weak, and even though she has a really good weapon.
Give me, I don't want to nerf you too bad. So those of you who are suffering, give me an average endurance check to see if the nausea has diminished.
Maybe a little bit.
It's been a while.
It's been a little while. Yeah, it's been,
That's true.
Do I get to add my athletics endurance to this?
You do not.
Can I add my animals?
Yeah.
If you had an animal here with you to help comfort you and soothe your nausea, I would say yes.
Good try.
9.
If you
I
had
have
a
a
cow to
nibbin
throw
as
up
a-
on, I think that would really help.
Your nausea, Puffer, your nausea has eased off. You're back. You're feeling back. You're feeling like yourself again.
That's the power of pudding.
Look at you with the violence.
Just
punches you.
downing pudding, trying to, even though you want to throw up. He's like, I gotta keep the
Ew.
calories in. How'd you roll, Gigi?
I got an 8.
That's fine. Your nausea has worn off as well.
Yay.
Okay.
I thought it was a hard roll. I was like,
No.
It was just that floor. That's all it was.
Yeah.
All right. So Artemis is crawling in through the ducts with Philo behind her to help support / rescue her if she need be. Gigi and Puffer are going in through the main door. Is that right? You're going to kind of make your way in through there?
You still want to go in, or do you want to crawl through now that we are not?
Oh no,
I'm gonna go in.
I'm crawling. Oh yeah, and I'm crawling through. You're gonna go in the door, Gigi?
Gigi, do you want to go in the door or through the vents?
Door.
Okay.
Because I know
Good.
Artemis has that covered.
All right.
Okay.
You're entering into an existing initiative. So everybody please roll initiative.
Oh. Plus dexterity, right? Or intellect?
Or intellect.
Okay.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah.
10 for
How do I
Philo.
roll snake eyes? These dice are done.
10 for Philo.
Yep.
10
4.
for Puffer.
4.
4 for Gigi.
Trash.
And Artemis.
8 for Artemis.
8 for Artemis. Okay, Philo and Puffer, who wants to go first?
I'm gonna wait because I'm waiting for Artemis anyway. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna
Great.
wait.
Okay. I'll go.
So Puffer, you are up.
What do I see?
All right, so the door, there's a port, there's like a port, not porthole, there's a bulkhead door that's open. So you kind of approach that door and you kind of whirl around, laser carbine in hand. And there's a massive firefight going on. The air is thick with smoke and haze and laser blasts piercing the smoke and bullet. You hear the sound the sound of the report of the rifles and also the casings hitting the floor. A giant hole has been torn into the hull, a giant circular hole, and you can see into the mercenary ship behind. And the mercenaries are coming in waves and taking cover behind the walls of their ship, and Wilkes and the Marines are trying to fight them off and hold them off. They're popping out from behind crates and doorways to fire their weapons, and bodies of Marines, sailors, and mercs alike are all strewn about.
Okay. Yeah. This would be a great time to have had a grenade.
Seriously.
You wanted one.
Only someone had been willing to store some safely
Artemis-
in their mouth.
Artemis goes,
We tried to find this crate, but it was gone.
There's so
she did not
metal.
take any grenades. Too dangerous.
Oh, you hit it. So then what I'd like to do is, can I do like a recon to see a good spot where I can hunker up and keep basically that door covered?
Yep. The door that you just came. The door you just came. You're going to go through.
The big round door that.
Oh, the big hole. Yeah.
The reaching hole. So 5.
You see, there's plenty of crates, and we're going to theory of mind this, by the way. There are plenty of crates and, roped down or ratcheted down boxes of equipment. You could find something pretty easily. You're going to have to give me some sort of roll, athletics or stealth, to kind of get to it, running serpentine and diving for cover to get there. But yeah, there's plenty of places.
Okay. It's the same for both, so I guess I will athletics dex this.
Great.
It's 4, 7, 8.
Okay, you're able to duck in. There's you and you're kind of like laying low, and you're running serpentine. You get to a crate and crouch behind it. From here, you see that at the moment there are 4 mercenaries firing. You can only see about 4 of them right now. There are bodies everywhere. You think the wave was probably bigger. There might have been a wave before this, and they're ducked behind. They're ducking behind cover and popping out to shoot. If you wanted to take a shot, you could. There's 4 kind of working left to right. There's we'll call them 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Then I would absolutely love to shoot that first one.
Okay. So you take aim at Merc 1, who I've affectionately named Merc 1.
Oh,
Okay.
He is carrying a really interesting looking rifle.
Ooh.
oh, kill him and take it.
Rob him.
I need it.
Okay. Interesting. How?
Interesting in that you haven't seen it too often, but you probably recognize it as an accelerator rifle.
Oh, wow.
No.
Oh. That's like a gauze on steroids, isn't it?
You could say that.
Huh.
Actually, I think the Gauss is worse. If they,
Yeah, but they're
This is the
punch
thing.
through armor.
Can I
Too
do a
bad for
retro?
them. I'm not wearing any.
That's true. None of you are wearing your armor.
Yeah. See, their armor piercing means nothing. We just take all the damage.
Can I do?
Okay.
Sorry.
So you're shooting.
Yeah, something-
Let's lose. Did you want to sit Skid? Did you want to get in there?
No, I just wanted to know if I wanted to do a retroactive check just from visually looking at this ship, whether it was an older model or whether this is like coming from the future. The ship,
go
if
ahead
it's an
and
older
do-
ship or if it's a newer ship.
What do you want to do?
Naval tactics.
All right, great. Yeah, naval tactics.
That's a 13.
I mean, it's hard because these cruisers have been in service for some time now.
Yeah.
You were. It seems like a ship from your time, but it also could be 50 years old. It could be 20 years old.
Right.
Yeah. Great. Seth, so you shoot at the Merc 1 with the accelerator rifle, and what do you roll?
Laser carbine. I rolled a 10.
10. Okay, you hit him. Roll damage. Oh, he's got cover. So let me just
Is that going to count as armor or?
Yeah, let me just check.
Okay.
It's just going to be a DM minus 2 for you, so you still hit.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
but I don't get any effect bonus because it just became equal. Okay, so is this laser carbine the TL9 or the tech level 11?
It is the TL9. This is 73 years in the past.
Yeah, but I just figured maybe we could get something nice.
But this is the very important ship.
Okay, so 7, 8, 9 plus 6, so 15.
15. Well, one thing you do notice when you hit him is that he is wearing armor. He's wearing some nice armor, actually. So you hit him and it hurts, but it doesn't hurt nearly as much as it should. Okay, let us move on to Artemis.
Yeah, Artemis is stealthing through the vent. I rolled my stealth before when we made the decision, and I have a 3 in stealth.
Oh,
and
wow.
I got a 13.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You were able to creep straight up to the vent, and it seems like no one has noticed you, and you probably could get a shot off with, and so the vent leads you basically like kind of in no man's land between the two sides. So you could hit any of the 4 guys, and I would say you don't even have to take the cover bonus, even though they're hiding behind stuff. You I got an angle that you can hit them without that.
And do I see the same thing that Puffer has relayed?
Yeah.
With my bird's eye view, it's 4 dudes or 4
dudes.
people. Okay. I couldn't find the Gauss rifle damage in the book.
4D.
4D. Okay, thank you. All right, yes. So I would like to take a shot then, and I'm just going full headshot, top down, trying to get in between where the helmet meets the head.
Okay.
All right. Ooh. Oh, I don't add anything from the weapon itself, right? It's just my...
It would be gun combat plus your dex.
Oh, plus my... Okay, hold on. Oh, no, so it's just a 7.
7. Okay, you miss.
Yeah.
Steve. Okay. Let's move on then to... It's the Merc's turn. Okay, so Merc 1 is going to shoot at the Marines that are firing at him. I'm just going to resolve those. He misses. Oh no, sorry, he hits. Sorry, I'm going to keep track of the Marines. Okay, Merc 2 is also going to fire at the Marines. He has a laser rifle, and that is going to hit. And great. Okay. And then Merc 3 is going to shoot at Lieutenant Commander Wilkes.
No, my friend.
He has a submachine gun, and he goes full automatic. Like Wilkes leaves himself open for a second, and he goes full automatic on it.
No.
So basically, oh no, he's just gonna do a burst. He's just gonna do a burst attack. Okay, he gets it, and he does. Oh, poor Wilkes. Okay, he does 3D damage with this thing.
Oh my
plus
god.
3. Oh, okay. Wilkes gets hit.
Oh no.
Okay.
Medic!
Yeah,
The medic's still in engineering. Where's
he's not wearing any
everyone?
armor. He takes 11 points of damage.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Is he down?
He's not down. Okay, and then Merc 4 sees you, Philo, and takes aim at you with a Gauss rifle.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I looked up the accelerator rifle's a gyrojet gun, so
Oh.
yeah, missiles.
Wow. That's something that makes me think of Star Frontier. Gyrojet guns are like a big thing in Star Frontier.
That's where I first learned about them.
Yeah.
All right, that is a hit, unless you would like to take a reaction. He rolls a 10.
I'm gonna take a reaction. I mean,
I'm sorry, this is against Puffer, not Philo. I
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say.
A 10, huh? With a gauze?
Yep.
Yeah. I would like to. Yeah. So I've got athletics dex 1, so I guess I'll take a -2 on my next action to give him a -1 right now.
Okay.
And did I get any bonus for the cover? Or?
Oh yeah, you're standing behind cover. Well,
Not anymore.
he stood up.
Because it's blowing away around me.
I mean, you could dive for cover.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. That gives him a DM -2.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing about diving for cover though is if you take it, you forego your next set of actions. So
It's okay. I'm gonna power slide because I'm still covered in engine grease, right behind some crates. I just put my little handsies over my head and go, there wasn't supposed to be anyone aboard this ship.
All right, so you dive for cover, and you basically you slide in behind the crate, and then the crate just takes like a full automatic burst from the Gauss rifle, and it just like splinters and flying up behind you, and you're like, okay. That brings us to those are the mercs. Gigi, it is your turn.
It is my turn. Okay, yeah. She is in no condition to be combating anyone, even though her nausea has gone down, correct? It's gone down. So it's, what are we now, like -1 now instead of -4?
You're good. Your nausea has gone away.
Oh, I'm good.
You're good.
Okay. We have Bubble Mercenary ship, cargo bay, fight going on. The 4 mercs that are sort of in there doing what they're doing, all still up. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Puffer hit the farthest to the left. He hit him, but didn't do a ton of damage because of that armor.
Okay. And behind them is open ship, Bubble. Correct, right?
Yeah, like you that's the merc ship. Like you're basically walking directly onto it. So you might assume there's I think it would be a fair assumption to think that there's plenty of other mercs on board that ship right now.
That's what I'm saying, that they wouldn't leave the ship unmanned. There's somebody in charge over there, and they just let first team in first. That's what I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This might seem risky. That is, how can I while everything's going on, can she make her way to that ship?
You can do whatever you want. However, you'd be stepping out into open, you'd have 4 mercenaries who could just be an easy shot against you. And then you would assume there are more armed mercs behind them on the ship. So
yeah, you know what? That's risky because it's
ballsy.
It is
very ballsy.
Stealth roll after stealth roll after stealth roll.
Well, if you want to do a stealth roll to kind of get around and so they don't see you, you could try that, and then you could take cover and avoid their cover that they're giving themselves.
That's what I'll do. I'll try to what do you call it? Cargo crate my way around to the back because I want to get on that ship and that's what I want to eventually do.
All right, give me a stealth roll.
Okay. Stealth, which is okay, and then so it's going to be a dex, right?
Yeah.
10.
Ooh.
Okay. You're able to. You get about 30 meters. That's your speed. You get along the sides. You're kind of halfway across the room, but you're kind of behind some crates on the right side of the room.
Yeah.
And
she's like,
if you wanted to take a shot, you could take a shot, but that might give you away.
yeah.
That would defeat the stealth.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? When you go hide somewhere and you blow a bomb.
Yeah, it's like, hey, there she is.
Oh, you've met my players. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold for now, but if somebody tries it, they're gonna get it back. So right now she's gonna hold.
Wilkes is gonna stand up from behind his crate, and he is going to pull out he has an advanced combat rifle, and he is going to take a shot at Merc number 1 and hit. Okay, and he's going to go full automatic, so he's actually going to make 3 attacks.
Yeah, that's right. That's my man Wilkes right there.
That's a miss, and that's a hit. So he hits twice. This is a combat rifle is 3D damage, which he'll get 2 of. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. That is going to be 27 points of damage.
Wilkes.
Okay. And, of course, the armor absorbs a bunch of it, but that is still, a great deal of damage. Okay, and then it is the Marines' turns. So I'm doing the Marines as a group just to kind of keep things moving. And they're just basically, they just all pop up. In my mind, they're just laying down covering fire essentially for you guys. So they're just going to all pop up and just fire with their assault rifles. And they're just going to roll as one unit. And miss. So they lay down covering. They lay down covering fire. So we'll do this. Why don't you? I'll give the mercs a DM -1 to all of their attacks.
Sweet.
Because it's like afraid of Marines this whole time.
Well, they rolled. I rolled a natural 3, and then they all have gun combat 3, but that takes them up to a 7, right? Yeah.
They're all private pile. That's what it is. Okay, got it.
Okay. Philo, it is your turn.
All right, so the way I saw it is that I was hanging back so that Artemis could get in a position and fire without being spotted. So now I'm going to move up next to her and take a shot.
Okay, I will give you. I would say it's pretty narrow. So maybe I'll just take a DM -1 for just kind of squeezing up to the same vent.
Okay.
Who are you shooting at?
I am shooting at the foremost border.
Okay. So you're going. You'll just say you're going for Merc number 1, the guy with the accelerator.
Yeah,
rifle.
Merc number 1.
Okay.
9.
Okay, you hit. Roll damage.
Sweet. 12 points of damage.
Okay. You hit him square in center mass, and he rocks back a little bit, but you see the armor has absorbed all of the full blast. He takes no damage. Okay.
I hate these old carbines.
Yeah.
They suck.
Puffer,
Well, I jumped last round, so I'm still.
You're diving for cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Artemis, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to try to take another shot at any of the dudes. I mean, just I'll take a shot at the one closest to Gigi, actually, since I see Gigi is like snaking around. So any guy that she's creeping up on, I'm going to try to take out.
You can take a minor action to aim too to give you a +1 on the roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
let me do that. I'm doing nothing else, so.
Yep. So you just give you can actually spend multiple actions aiming. Like you could aim twice in one turn, and then to give yourself successive bonuses. But yeah, you just get if you spend your minor action here, you get a +1 to your roll.
+1. Okay, so that's a 9.
That's going to negate Skid's squeezing. So it'd probably be an 8.
Oh, yes.
Still a hit.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, these are all average checks. So if you hit an 8 or above, go ahead and you have a clear vantage point where you don't have to worry about their cover. So go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. Okay, that's 4D. Okay. 11, 12, 18 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay. His armor absorbs a bunch of that. But
I don't shoot him in the top of the head. Where his hole in his armor is.
Slowly chewing through it.
okay, that was Artemis. It is the Merc's turn. Okay. Merc number 1, who is the one you guys have been targeting, he took a massive hit from Wilkes when Wilkes stood up and went full auto on him. So he is going to stand up and take a shot straight at Wilkes. All right. Who has exposed himself.
There are women
and he
here.
hits.
No, Wilkes! No!
Wilkes, put that away.
Sorry.
Save yourself at all costs, Wilkes.
I rolled 665 on 3D damage.
Oh my god. Oh no.
So Wilkes
Philo's
stands
gonna
up.
need a new drinking buddy.
I know.
So Wilkes bravely, he's pinned down with a bunch of Marines in the cargo bay. He stands up with his combat rifle and just goes full auto and tries to unload on the foremost Merc. And he hits him a bunch, but the guy's still standing. And he just turns around. He aims his accelerator rifle and fires a shot that hits poor Wilkes straight in the chest. And he's not wearing armor. And he flies back feet and just goes down.
No!
Oh, he's dead.
And we'll see you next week.
No, Wilkes, no.
Our favorite character.
Wilkes, the dolphins shall sing of your deeds on this day, Wilkes.